Hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble morning. Continue to have a blessed and humble day. This y'all, shorty Rachel. I want to welcome all of y'all to the Writers for Life brings you the Let's Talk About It podcast. Today, we're gonna be doing some TikTok reviews and reactions, right? Um, we're gonna do tomorrow because I was a little busy today. I didn't get a chance. We're gonna be reacting to the Luigi Mangolia. I can't even say his last name. We're gonna be reacting to his case, and we're also going to be reacting to the Blue Beam project tomorrow, well, today. I'm not going to say tomorrow. So that's gonna, I'm gonna do that to later on today after I drop my daughter off from school. And some current news, right? I was supposed to do this last night, but my child kidnapped me. So I hope y'all enjoyed the little pre-Christmas parade. I went out there, right? They did a little pre-Christmas parade here in HP. Welcome to Philly, baby. So I hope y'all enjoy that. I appreciate everybody that's rocking out with a shorty, yo, and is having patience with a shorty, man. Because a shorty got to put in that footwork out there as a community activist. And when I get a chance, I come on here. We do the lives, we do the reviews, we do the reactions, and we just chill, have some fun, talk. So we're gonna get this live started, right? We're gonna go right into TikTok. We're gonna do like a little hour and a half maybe, because I gotta drop my daughter off to school in the morning. I gotta, make sure I got her breakfast ready and everything. So I appreciate everybody that's here with a shorty tonight, and I hope y'all enjoy the stream, y'all. Jingle bells. Shit played the fuck out. ATP. Shit, jingle bells, yes, that shit is already played out. That's why people are remixing them songs. Why is my drum muted?
So now you hang them on. They went from hanging the bells around your neck to now you hang them on the tree. You know what else they used to hang on the tree?
Tell them.
Celebrate. They went from hang.
That's why I don't celebrate these holidays, man. When I tell people I don't celebrate pagan, they look at me like I'm crazy. Man, let them look at you like you're crazy. I don't care. I had people argue me down like, what? Like, it's you who's sitting here. Y'all good? Listen, y'all want to go spend all that money on a holiday that doesn't really exist, on the day that, Jesus wasn't born? Hey, that's on y'all. Baby, I don't even put a tree up. I'm saying ain't nobody getting credit for my hard work. Yo, you tell them, man. Listen, my kids know that I'm saying this shit. Knowledge is power. It's in Django. Yo, that's some real shit. Let's move on to the next video.
I just got kicked out of church for saying fuck the devil.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck? I thought we hated that motherfucker. I just got kicked out of church for saying fuck the devil. What the fuck? I thought we hated that motherfucker.
Yo, that shit crazy.
I just got.
Hey, look at Granny. Get it, Granny. Oh, shit, look at her hips. Damn. This grandma. Get him, grandma. Oh, shit. Y'all, I don't know who grandma this is, but she got the moves. Look at her. Is that really a grandma? It don't look like she got a filter. I think this is really somebody's grandma. Is she a young lady? Yo, if this is somebody's grandma, she still got a body. And that filter ain't moving. This cannot be somebody's grandma. I had to look at it, but that filter not moving. It's not even glitch. Oh, well, you know what? Her hair not moving. Yep, that's a filter. I had to look at it. Her eyebrows are moving, but her hair not. Yep, that's a filter. But she really making that look like a whole granny. Where the fuck my dog at? I think my daughter. I wouldn't put it past it. If Evie Queen could move at the age that she, man, Evie could drop it down like it's hot at, the age that she has now, shit, I wouldn't put it past it that somebody's granny could really dance like that. Yo, blessings, Frankie Blanco. Blessings, how you doing? And I really thought that was an old head in the beginning, but I had to look real good, and you could tell where the filter is at. Look, and then the original hair is back there. So whoever it is blonde headed. But yo, I'll give it to them. Get them. Hey, hey. Oh, I love her. Just to kick it and settle down. And them shots was coming round after round. I drank him, but he preferred to drink Crown. You know he old, so we had to slow it down. I'm ready to go, cause his old ass out on me. But I'ma chill, cause I know he gon' give me some money. I'm at the bar, just me and my hand, chopping it up with his... I think it's a thing with these little granny filters. I don't know. But man, I guess us young ladies can rock these granny filters. I'm about to go on TikTok and search for this granny filter. I got a poem in head. I took one too many shots to the head. Got back to the room, Papa threw me on the bed. He came alive, I'm surprised he ain't dead. Got it all my hey. My head, bitch. You won't believe me how he did it. It was outrageous. More energy than a 3-year-old baby. You had to see it to believe it. I ain't crazy, girl. I had this old school nigga underestimated. He picked me up, set that ass on the dresser, and bent me up like a motherfucking press. I swear that he changed my whole mind. I turned around and let him hit it from behind. And I'ma let him get it when he want it each time. Had a bitch come faster than Amazon Prime. Yo, Grandpa got some game. He bitch come faster than Amazon Prime. Grandpa got some great. Yo, he ain't even using the little blue pill. She's trying to say like, damn, yo, Grandpa got that energy to match this young energy, even though it's old school shit. Listen, don't knock them old heads down. I'm not into old heads, but I see men and listen, I see these young girls. I don't know what is it. I guess some of these old heads out here ain't, start using them little blue pills at the age of 20, and they got that game now that they at the age of 60. They could pay them bills and they could still put a shorty up on the dresser and make, her look like a whole pretzel. Hey, listen, get them, Grandpa, get them. Personally, I could never be with a grandpa, but hey, that Grandpa, them saggy balls still got game. Get them, shorty, get them. Hey, listen. I can't. I want some turkey and some mac and cheese. Oh, I was about to say something else. Who is that in the background? I want some give me honey ham. Man, I'm so happy. I want my why is he dancing? Don't forget the rice and the beans. 8. I guess I'll throw in some ingredients. Is that her really singing? Yo, in the comments it says, awesome, sounds great. Sing it, sweetie. Good Thanksgiving song. The dancer understood the assignment. Yes, he did. He was in that background, getting it on better than Beyonce. Yo, for real. Keith Sweat. Yo, I love me some Keith Sweat. Back in the day, some crazy things happened to this song. I know, I got 3 kids. You telling me? That and fucking, I think it's R. Kelly. Age ain't nothing but a number. Background dancers killing it. Real shit, man. These songs make you have babies. Don't be chilling with Mary Jane and some Jack Daniels or some Henny with your nigga, yo. For real. Not around Christmas, not around Thanksgiving. and definitely not around your birthday. And yo, them presents that come afterwards, you'll be like, oh, these ain't butterflies no more. Butterflies went and caught some legs and arms. Usually they got wings and they fly, but not these.
Yo te estoy diciendo a ti que te calles y tú te callas.
Whoa.
¿Entendiste o no entendiste? Cállate. Yo te estoy diciendo.
That's how it is when you live in a Hispanic house, yo. Me That's how, yo, I swear to God, you in a Hispanic house. Like, what the? I'll be like, is it World War V already? Shit. You better duck when you go in there, because if not, the chancleta, they be like ninjas. The 2x4, shit, be careful. Yo, this is how it be. Come to the hood.
Yo te estoy diciendo a ti que te calles y tú te callas. ¿Entendiste o no entendiste? Cállate.
Estos hoyos niños no hacen caso. Me cago en nada. Me cayó falta. That's how they be, yo. Blessings. We got Miss Chicago in the building. The beautiful Miss Chicago in the building. Blessings. We got We on Lock Nation. Blessings. We on Lock. La Truth is still alive. I mean, he's still going live. I didn't even know La Truth was still going live. Oh shit, I didn't mean to scroll down like that. I did not know La Truth was still going live on social media after all that stuff was happening with him and his wife. I forgot his wife's name. But we got We on Lock Nation in the house. We got Realist Baby in the house. Yo, make sure y'all go check out We on Lock Nation. Make sure y'all go check out Realist. Yo, both great channels, great conversations, great topics, y'all. You will not be disappointed.
This should scare you, because now that the election is over and Dr. Oz is in.
Wait, what did it say in the beginning? It says Trump names the wait. Hold up. Wait. So for the Board of Education, Linda McMahon is going to be in charge. And now Dr. Oz is what? Head Centers for Medicare and Medic Service. What the So hold on, wait a minute. So basically the government's going to be run now by a whole bunch of celebrities? Yo, you know what? You know who was the first person to draw that to my attention? Make sure y'all go check out We on Lock Nation, yo. We on Lock Nation tested my noggin one day, right? When I was talking about the presidential election. And he was telling me how, it's just a whole bunch of celebrities. And I forgot, I got to go back to the live, right? So I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. But shout out to We on Lock Nation, yo. Everything that he said is happening. It's happening. He wasn't wrong. He's been on point, man. Shout out to that man, yo. Gotta give him his roses right now, yo. For real.
This should scare you, because now that the election is over and Dr. Oz is in office, we're going to see some crazy things being exposed about the medical industry. We owe this man an apology.
Commander in the building.
He's under investigation for trying to warn us about what Dr.
Wait. This is one of the guys that was on Facebook exposing also, the C-19. Oh, wow. He's back. Where was he? Who took you from under the rock? Let's listen.
Doctors don't want you to know. Listen to these next two clips very carefully for your safety.
Currently being investigated by the ethics committee of one of my major medical societies. Before I get into what I'm getting investigated for, I want to take a second to defend myself. As a physician, my number one goal has always been to give my patients the best care. As a content creator, I've always had three goals. Number one is to make you laugh. Number two is to encourage you to improve your health and hopefully your life. And number three is to empower you, especially my female followers, to not let anybody tell you what you should do with your body, specifically plastic surgery.
He was even trying to warn us 3 months ago. Listen to this clip.
And if a doctor tells you they don't work, they just have not looked at the literature. There are so many studies that show that taking a hydrolyzed collagen peptide supplement can improve your skin, can improve your nails. There was a meta-analysis in 2021, over 1,100 people. They took hydrolyzed collagen peptides for 90 days and found a statistically significant improvement in the hydration, in wrinkles, skin hydration, wrinkles, and elasticity of their skin.
I did some homework on what he was talking about, and everything he was saying was true. These are some studies that show that a hydrolyzed collagen peptide could quite possibly raise the health of your collagen in your body. If collagen is such an important protein in our body, why don't doctors tell us about this? If you didn't know,
I mean, they're not going to tell us because you got to realize if they tell us all their secrets, then Big Pharma won't bring in them big bills.
Didn't know collagen actually makes up 30% of the total protein in your body. It's essential for the connective tissue, your muscles, your bones, and your joints. If you're low in collagen, it's likely that you're experiencing deep wrinkles in the face, paper thin skin that's lost its elasticity. You might be gaining a bit more in this section than in this section here, but worst of all, you're probably experiencing extreme joint pain in your back, your neck, and in your knees. As the doctor said, it's important that you supplement with the correct collagen. Before you even think collagen could even help you, there are some things that you have to know. Collagen has to be hydrolyzed, and it must come with all 5 types of collagen. You also want to make sure that it comes with biotin and vitamin C, because that acts like a GPS service to get the collagen where it needs to go in your body. This is a collagen supplement by Micro Ingredients that comes with all of those things. I'll be honest, I found it on TikTok because it's going super viral, but it wasn't the videos that sold me.
Yo, this is something they've been talking about for the longest. I'm about to get me some, but I'm not going to order it from TikTok. I want to get everything now. I got to go to a herb store. So I'm definitely going to an herb store because I'm going to put it together. I'm going to read his comments in a second.
It was the hundreds of reviews, hundreds of 5-star positive reviews about people raving about this stuff. I had to try it for myself. When I tell you the wrinkles on my face have dissipated, plus my hair is growing back in bald spots, I'll honestly never go back to taking any.
You say your hair growing back in bald spots? I mean, I need a clear definition of that. I don't want my hair growing back in bald spots. Shit.
Thing other than this. I also saw that Micro Ingredients is actually a small company, so they really care about their customers. That's why they give you a full 3-month supply in 1 2-pound bag. I made sure I got it on flash sale, but right now, y'all, they're having a huge Black Friday sale. If you were to go to Bezos' site and
all right, great. Now you promoting. Give me 1 second. I need to try collagen peptide because my skin is terrible. Yes, he's very smart and honest man. God protect him and his family. Yes, the money is more important than your health when it comes to the health. Listen. That's why I said when I after I drop my daughter off from school in the morning, right? Probably around like 10 o'clock, I'm gonna go live and we're gonna talk about the Luigi Mangoni case and the Blue Beam Project. So I mean, a lot of people has been sending me videos about this Blue Beam project, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna search ourselves for the Blue Beam Project, right? And we're gonna review, react to it, and learn, right? Each one teach one. So right here it says, yes, the money is more important in your health when it comes to the health industry. Wow. And you got a link right here, right there for us to order. How convenient. Thank you, Doc. God bless you. He has always been one of my favorites, and I follow him. Everyone knows peptides and choline works. This isn't a secret. I mean, yeah, real shit. But let's move on to the next video. Let us shorty know what y'all think about this video right here in the comments down below. Celebrities taking over the world. Yo, you ain't lying, man. Them and they clones.
I wrote a song for Chris Brown, so I need y'all to do your job so Chris Brown can hear the song.
All right, so this shorty right here, she wrote a song for Chris Brown. So everybody that's watching, I don't care if it's 2 or 3. Let me see. Shit, I don't care if it's 2 or 3 right now. Shit, share the video. She wants Chris Brown's attention. My channel too small. Well, I'm gonna help you out. All right, shorty, I got you. My channel's small, but let's see what we could do. Let's promote her. What's her name? It's Mamas. That's her name.
I wrote a song for Chris Brown, so I need y'all to do your job so Chris Brown can hear the song and he can sing the song. Pardon me.
Wait, you lip singing, shorty? Is that you? I just peeped it. She was listening, but hey, she lip singing this shit up. Can we get an update? This definitely giving breezy vibe. Tiana Taylor would be dope as well. Hear me out. Make it your song and get Chris to feature on it. I don't care if it's you, Chris Brown or Charlie Brown. Release it now. Coco Jories would eat this up. I mean, yeah, she got a little, Chloe Bailey and Chris Brown would slap on this. I would like to hear Chloe Bailey and Chris Brown. So I made the song, I guess, and then lip sung that show. I guess she want Chris Brown to hear this, so y'all make sure y'all share the video, right?
Bitches ain't shit, but hoes and
Graphic
tricks
warning.
lick on these nuts and suck
This damn song.
Get the fuck out after you're done, then I hops in my coupe and run. Bitches ain't shit, but hoes and tricks grab the cash and make it quick. As long as my pockets is nice and fat, don't give a fuck where the bitch was at. Falling down in motherfucking Compton.
She cursing her kids out right now.
Tighter than a motherfucker with all of them gangsta bees. Bitches ain't shit, but hoes and tricks bailed from jail on a Sunday day. I'm hanging with Snoop D-O double G and my homeboy Dr. Dre.
She said, oh no. Yo, she didn't realize what it was saying to the end, laughing my ass off. She has mixed feelings. She really did. Poor thing. Was all kinds of confused. The oh hell no after she heard Dr. Dre. Yo, listen, I think every mom, as soon as they heard Dr. Dre at the end, had a reaction like, hell no. I'm sitting here like, yo, she was so confused and intrigued. Listen, I was too, but their reactions is what had me intrigued. Confused the song, I'm like, shit, I don't know how Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre got in this shit, but hey, I guess listen. Whenever y'all talk to Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, let a shorty know, all right? Because I've never met them in my life. Her expression, yes, their expressions be everything. I need to get this song, and then I need to go do it to my old head and put this joint up on TikTok. I need to have my old head hear the song. Yo, man, I gotta see her reaction, man. And she raised me. Her reaction is gonna be the funniest, and I'm gonna be geeking. I swear to God, I just gotta see her reaction. Man, let's go.
How do you say bitch in Spanish?
Hey, perra.
Perra. How do you say fuck you? Que te jodan. How do you say shit? Mierda. How do you say dumbass? Tonto. How do you say shut up?
Cállate.
Cállate. How do you say bullshit?
Mierda.
Tonterías. How do you say damn it? Maldita sea. How do you say asshole?
We learning some bad words in Spanish.
Capullo. How do you say
Capullo.
get lost?
Oh.
Lárgate.
That's true.
How do you say go to hell?
Vete al infierno.
Vete al infierno. How do you say fuck off?
Del carajo.
Vete a la mierda.
Oh.
How do you say idiot?
Idiota.
Idiota. How do you say motherfucker?
Hijo de puta.
Hijo de puta. How do you say bitch in Spanish?
Okay, so I guess they was teaching us the bad words in Spanish. Oh shit, words bad in Spanish. Learn Spanish with me. Oh no, some of them are wrong. I mean, I said the same thing, like, when he said dumbass and asshole. I don't know what a capullo. I thought a capullo meant something else, but when he said capullo for asshole, I was like, oh, okay. I thought it was I'm not even gonna say it because the way it said it. Listen. Depending on the country you're from, the slang changes on the curse words, and that's true. Wrong, dude. You have to learn Spanish. I mean, I was lost. You seen it, man. I was lost on some of them, but I mean, I tried. I get it. Bitch can mean puta. It can mean perra. Like shit. This shit is crazy. My bad. Yo.
What the do I have to do in this counsel in order to get respect as a black woman. I'm not afraid of anybody here. When I make a mistake, I will be clear. I don't hate you as a white woman. I don't hate you as a white man.
Back to this video.
I am sick and tired.
I think we
this
did.
Body
So I'm gonna just fall back and listen.
stupidly racially divided, so afraid, so depraved. People with no faith.
People getting
Because
fed
they
up.
are afraid of they're losing their investment. They're afraid of bargaining. They're afraid of leveraging. These people have, oh my God, I can't even call you cowards because desperation deserves mercy. Here's a redistricting. Fine, we give it to a white woman. Can we all get along? Can we get together? Can we love each other now? Can we make sure that black and brown babies don't die? Can we make sure that cops don't kill before people are proven innocent? Can we do that? No. Because this body crucifies you first because of allegations. This is not a court. You don't get to crucify people before they're proven guilty. They're innocent until proven guilty. Now, after this, I will look.
It's a shame she got arrested for standing, 10 toes down on what she believes in. But she's standing 10 toes down. I mean, hopefully she don't change. Keep doing what you're doing, man, because people like this are somewhat making a difference. I say somewhat because we still divided. But I'm noticing the people that are out there fighting, and shout out for these people, man, for putting out that, footwork, putting in that hard work and doing the things that others are scared to do. She stood up 10 toes down, man.
Forward to working with you because I have stamina. I believe, as Baldwin said, what you do, not what you say. Your votes here sometimes are racist. You move sometimes in a way that hurts my people.
Tell them.
And then when I get up to stand up and talk, all she talks about is black stuff. As you should. I am here to represent every single black woman and man that suffers in the community. God has my back. I am not afraid to not have political aside or any type of affiliations or connections. I came here, I fear none, no man but my Lord. I came here to serve people. I came here to love. I came here to grow. But people talk about...
Wait. She got arrested for corruption? That's what it was? Let me see. Tanya Fernandez. I'm about to look her up. I didn't know it was for corruption. I thought it was for this. Hold up. Wait a minute. Or they're making it seem like she got arrested for corruption because she was doing this. Hold up. I got to look that up.
This racial equity thing, it's all fake.
Tanya Hernandez.
And you do politics and you hurt each other. And yet, here I am, a 5 foot tall
Am I saying it right?
African woman from the project.
Fernandez.
And I'm here to tell you,
Tanya
if the
Fernandez.
don't vote me back. What the do I have to do in this council in order to get respect as a black woman? I'm not afraid.
Let's start it over. All right, so I'm trying to find Tanya Fernandez on here. They're saying she got arrested. Did Tanya Fernandez get arrested for corruption? Okay, I found her. Oh, she got arrested. That's crazy. Oh, damn. Okay, we're going to be we'll react to this tomorrow, so I'm going to leave this page open. Commander said, oh, damn, she's banging on the desk and everything. So I didn't even know she was a counselor. Let me see. Boston City counselor. Yep. Okay, so she got arrested, but she was standing up. We are sick and tired of racial discrimination and continuous injustice, all coming from a place of fear. Bob Marley said, get up, stand up for your rights. Don't give up for your fight. I don't know this lady, but totally respect. I mean, yeah, like I'm about to look into this because right here she seems like she's fighting for the people, but then it's saying that she's arrested for corruption. So is she being arrested because she's standing up for the people, or did she really commit corruption? So we'll find out, later on today.
So I've created my own gas station that makes fuel from plastic waste.
I haven't heard about this young boy for a while. So somebody uploaded this, right? And I remember watching this. I'm not sure if it was last year or the year before, right? But I know I heard about this. And he wasn't the only one. There was another guy that made gas, right? If I'm not mistaken, he made it out of the air or something like that. But we got a 21-year-old genius from Georgia has invented a machine that turns plastic waste into gasoline. So shout out to this 21-year-old genius, yo.
So I've created my own gas station that makes fuel from plastic waste. Let's go.
Back here on Los Angeles.
So we start to see some golden droplets coming over. And how do we know what type of liquid this is? Is it gasoline, diesel, jet fuel? Well, it's all based on temperature. You can see the condensate temperature at this elbow here is just under 100 C, about 90 C there, which translates to about 190 Fahrenheit. And that lines up with the temperature boiling point range of gasoline. This here is plastiline. Gasoline I made from plastic waste. We are going to put it.
Yo, he named it plastiline. Yo, shout out to the young boy.
Inside of this, it's indeed in there. Yes, indeed. There we go.
That's the I've seen done 3 years.
Oh, I have just mowed the lawn with plastic waste. You guys understand what this equation is? Plastic plus microwaves
Did it all.
equals equals fuel. So I've created my own gas station that.
Damn. Once again, shout out to this young boy, man. Somebody in the comments said, protect this kid. Bro, your life is in danger. It's not, and he's a million followers. God protect this young man. Write down your stuff in like 100 places. Give copies to friends and the fam. Take out life insurance, then go for a patient. Don't sell out to any oil companies. Dude, you better watch your back. Remember, Stanley Mayers, you need a security team. Damn, this is crazy. Huh. Well, basically, if you come up with a great, invention, don't tell nobody. Basically, that's what the comments are trying to tell them, man. But shout out to this young bull, man. We got to talk about things like this, yo. I keep saying it, man. I don't get tired of saying it time after time on my lives. All these young bulls out here, they got great skills that are not being put to use. But, All right, so this says, why y'all got this wrestling theme song in the back? Footage of Diddy inviting a 13-year-old actress to. I remember this. Where is she today? Yo, I'm asking the same question. Where is she today?
Hey, oh my gosh, this is so wrong. I just want to say,
You're doing so good. You're doing so good.
I just want to say, everyone will suffer. Hey, MTV Rock! I won the MTV Movie Award.
Coming to the after party tomorrow. Yeah.
Yo, he really invited her to the after party. Where the hell is her parents? And damn, Ashton Kutcher was right there. Isn't Ashton Kutcher somebody that fights for, trafficking and all that? I'm confused right now. Oh shit, Kutcher was right there.
Coming to the after party tomorrow. Yeah.
That's crazy. Somebody said, where is she today? Hollywood actors, celebrities are all in it together. Yo, look at Ashton Kutcher right there. What in the world? And we're talking about somebody that, you know, rescues kids, allegedly, right? And I'm going to say allegedly. Has anyone interviewed her recently? The confused look in her face. I mean, why was he inviting her to a freaking after party? Yo, listen, man, I wouldn't put nothing past any of these celebrities, y'all. What does We Unlock Nation said? Arrested for expressing shots out to the First Amendment. Yep, real shit. Shout out to We Unlock Nation for that comment.
Yes, sir. So check this out, right?
FDA wanted to put him in jail for curing cancer without chemotherapy. Oh yeah. Listen, it's plenty of others, especially Dr. Sebi. Well, I think we've reacted to this video before too. So let's for those that didn't watch it, here it is again.
It says the FDA wanted to put him in jail for curing cancer without chemotherapy. Y'all might ask, like, Pressure, who is him? He goes by Dr. Bolzanski. They wanted to give him 300 years in prison just for simply helping people cure cancer. Now, we all know that's not just the only reason, but let's go into the video.
For that, he is facing 300 years in a federal penitentiary.
Perhaps Dr. Brzezinski has found the medical breakthrough of the century. Certainly a wealth of empirical data hints at that possibility. But how will we ever know if the FDA succeeds in quashing?
Now, Dr. Bolzanski figured out the cure to cancer. What you all have to understand is this. These corporations don't want you to have a cure. They just want you to have a treatment. Because if you get the cure, then they no longer can make money from you. But they keep you on the treatment, then guess what? You got to keep coming to see them, and that means they get to keep taking money out of your pockets.
Big pharma.
They tried to ridicule, slander, and bully this gentleman, all because he saved people's lives. If you come out with an invention or a product that can cut into these big corporations' bottom line, it's no telling what they will try to do to you. Like I told y'all before, it's a war going on outside nobody's safe from. But it's a power in numbers if we stick together. Follow me for more. Let's go.
Thanks. Shout out to Papa Duck for bringing awareness to these type of situations. If y'all haven't checked out Papa Duck, make sure y'all do. Somebody in the comments says, but Bill Gates is out free buying land. It's a crazy world. Like the guy that invented a car, that fan with water, he ended up dead. They all do. He is not the first, and they killed Dr. Sebi for this. Real shit, facts. If I found the cure for cancer, I just keep it for myself and those I care about that are friends and family. It's sad. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I wonder if, like that, when how when they talk about that, they're going to shut the grid down and stuff like that. Sometimes I wonder if, that reset is needed and people need to learn how to survive out here. For real. Even the rich. But you see what happens to the rich in all the movies, even the ones that the Obamas made. What was it? I forgot what the movie was, but I know I've talked about it before. So when it comes back, I'll say the name of it. I can't remember it right now to save my life. But this is crazy, yo.
Let's about to blow your mind. I'm about to show you the man that's actually responsible for killing the Indians off. But not by smallpox, they lying. Here's the truth. This is Walter Plecker. In 1924, he created the Racial Integrity Act. This act forced all Indians to be...
All right, so we reacted to this video too. So listen, if you haven't seen it, here you go. Hope you grasp something from it, right? And like I tell people, each one teach one, man. Like if you haven't seen these videos, share the live. Let's bring awareness to these topics, to these situations. I do open panels. People are more than welcome to come up and talk. Not today, because like I said, I gotta get up early in the morning. I'm gonna be ending this live within how long we've been in here? All right, 45 minutes. So like I said, we're gonna do an hour and a half. So we still got another it's a good almost hour left. So hey, let's continue. But if you don't know about this, man, I just hope you go out there and do your research. Like I said, we bring a lot of awareness here, and it's up to you on what you do when we bring these videos out here.
About to blow your mind. I'm about to show you the man that's actually responsible for killing the Indians off. But not by smallpox, they lying. Here's the truth. This is Walter Plecker. In 1924, he created the Racial Integrity Act. This act forced all Indians to be reclassified as colored. Yes, colored. The same term they call Black Americans' ancestors. Proven before our ancestors was called colored, it was called Indians. Killing the Indians off on paper. This is why the Civil Rights Act of 1968 was also called the Indian Civil Rights Act. You awake yet?
The slave ship story is a myth. This is Alex Haley. He created the fictional novel Roots, which was later made into a docuseries and presented on the History Channel. He claims he traced his lineage back to his 7th-time great-grandfather named Kunta Kinte, an African took him from a village which would be modern-day Gambia. This is a book named The African by an author named Harold Colander. Remember that name. Guess who was the main character of this story? You guessed it, Kunta Kinte. In 78, Haley was sued for plagiarizing Colander's book, The African. If this was his real grandfather, how your great-great-great-grandfather had the same name as Colander's main character? And why was this fraud rewarded with a monument in Heritage Square? Part 2, I'm gonna tell you why.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
Black Americans are the Aboriginal Indians of America. Check out this glitch in the Matrix.
When I was reading to prepare for this interview, I was quite surprised to see you use the word Aborigines, talking about African Americans.
You know, I've dealt with that issue. I've already talked publicly about that.
And my purpose here today is to say that I'm very sorry, and I apologize to anyone whose feelings were hurt by my comment.
I've made very, very clear I don't know where that comment comes from.
Well, from your subconscious.
Well, I guess. I mean, it's not even a normal thing anyone would say. Even if you meant something in a negative fashion, I don't know if you would pull.
The average Black American don't even know what an Aborigine is. So tell me again how their feelings would be hurt by the phrase. Secondly, why they making him apologize like he said the N-word or something. Thirdly, pay attention to the subconscious phrase. That's them basically saying that subconsciously they know who he is, even if we don't know who he is. And you people, he said that ain't no average information, of course, because that's one of the biggest secrets in American history. Aborigine, a person, animal, or plant that has been in a country or region from the earliest time. So by him calling African Americans Aborigines, basically he's saying that we was the first people on this landmass, right? Tell me again how that's offensive. The apology wasn't for Black Americans. The apologies was for the higher ups who's trying to keep that a secret. Black Americans are the Aboriginal Indians of America, Part 2. Let's check out Malcolm X breakdown what an Aborigine is.
Yo, that young boy look like Meek Mills a little bit, like he could be his brothers. But yo, shout out, like I got a whole video, like it's an hour and some change of Malcolm X that we're gonna react to. Is I guess one of his last videos, right? And it's deep. It's deep.
Aborigines, which means what? Black folks.
Yo,
you never find a white Aborigines. Aborigines are called natives, or they're always dark-skinned people. You and I are Aborigines, but you don't have to be called an Aborigine.
There's two key notes to take away from what Malcolm just said. One, they're always dark-skinned people. The statue behind me is Pocahontas' father, Chief Powhatan. If he was living today, what do you think they would have identified him as? And two, you'll never find a white Aborigine. So explain to me how this white guy above me is the actual chief of an indigenous tribe. Black Americans realizing their true identity is the biggest threat to the U.S. government, because then the reparation conversation changed from them kidnapping you from a continent to you being the people that they stole the land from.
Facts.
See, they couldn't get rid of us physically, so they got rid of us psychologically. And you're forced to go to their school, so you never realize who you really are. They have to control our minds from a very young age, and they have to separate us from our parents as well. I mean, all of their traditions is built off lies. Easter Bunny, Santa Claus. When you build your power off lies, the biggest threat to your foundation is truth.
It's about to blow your mind. I'm about to show you the man that's actually responsible for...
Is you repeating yourself again? I hope not.
Killing the Indians off, but not by smallpox, they lying. Here's the truth. This is Walter Plecker. In 1924, he created the Racial Integrity Act. This act forced all Indians to be reclassified as colored. Yes, colored. The same term they call Black Americans' ancestors. Proven before our ancestors was called colored, it was called Indians. Killing the Indians off on paper. This is why the Civil Rights Act of 1960.
This is what people need to go do their research on. Civil Rights Act of 1968.
Was also called the Indian Civil Rights Act. You awake yet?
Exhibit A. Here's a modern day phone. Recognize it? Here's a phone from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Stay with me. Here's a car from today. And here's a car from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Well, get this. Here's a classroom of today. And here's a class we used 150 years ago. Now, ain't that a shame? In literally more than a century, nothing has changed. Yet you claim to prepare students for the future? But with evidence like that, I must ask, Do you prepare students for the future or the past? I did a background check on you and let the record show that you were made to train people to work in factories, which explains why you put students in straight rows, nice and neat, tell them sit still, raise your hand if you want to speak, give them a short break to eat, and for 8 hours a day, tell them what to think. Oh, and make them compete to get an A. A letter which determines product quality, hence grade A of meat. I get it.
About to blow your mind. I'm about to show you the man.
It's so true, man. I suggest for people to stop, going by that he say, she say. Listen, we all got our roots. Each and every one of our families, right, got a family tree that we could all go learn our research from, right? Figure out where we come from, who our ancestors were. Hey, these schools have sat here and twisted up our history, have lied, have hidden, right? And we've sat here and fell for it. It's time to wake up. Knowing, what's crazy? After knowing what we learned, after learning what we learned, right, and knowing what we know after we learn it, some people still decide to go by what we was taught. That's the crazy part. And I'm saying here, I was like, yo, it's not that they don't know, it's that they don't care.
The press, stop it. Look at Putin. Putin is showing who the Negroes are. When you go into Russia, they never took our murals down. These murals are from the Black Russian Archives Church that you can see when you go to YouTube. Putin was showing the world who we are. He wanted everybody to see it. But if you notice, the American cameras, they took the camera and they dropped it. When you go through all of Europe, all of France, all of Germany, all of Italy, all of Russia, all of the European nations, and the Americas, you're going to find out something, that the so-called Negroes or Moors only meaning that you're black. Moors ran everything, and a lot of these Moors were Jews. Some were Sephardic Jews, and some of them were other type of Jews, but these Jews or Israelites ran what you would call the European nations. That's why when you go into Germany, they find bodies that are thousands of years old, and these bodies are so-called Moors. And when they go into Britain, Britain just means sons of Isaac. That's exactly what it means. Britain, when you get a lot of these names, it's Johnson, McKeever, and McDowell, you would think that these names were actually European. But you got to remember, these people were in the Caucasus Mountains. They didn't even speak English.
Listen.
These so-called Negroes and Moors taught them English. And when they came later in the 19th century, they basically took over all of Britain, France, Germany from the 11th century. After the 19th century, they took over everything. And what they did, they came through and they whitewashed everything. So I'm showing you pictures of the ancient nobles here right now as we speak. As a matter of fact, there's a picture here of the painting by Michelangelo, and it's in the Sistine Chapel, and it's Joseph and Jacob. Here's another one of Moors fighting what they call wild men. And here's a picture of Robert Pufus by Jean Farkas, or king. He was a king in Britain. And here are coats of arms. These are different nations of Britain, of different people who are Moors. Now, look here, the Holy Roman Emperor, Charles V. Isn't this something, folks? But get this, look at what we call Columbus. He was a Sephardic Jew. That's why he had to come here.
Looks very different from the Columbus that we was told, right? So different.
Because no one else could.
Shout out to this person to bring out. This is somebody that reposted this, so we will never know, who really is the creator of the original video, right? So it's a duet with Norma Guy 057. Those of you that got TikTok, y'all can go follow them, right? In the comments, it says, "This is why USA wants to ban TikTok. That's why they hate us. They are terrified now because we are finding out, hey, even Spain, Mary is black. Knowing this, and we still killing each other, it is sad." I mean, I keep saying that shit, yo. People don't listen, man. Let's continue.
Whitney Houston killers came into a hotel room, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a 5-star hotel, Hollywood Hilton, right?
Beverly Hills Hilton.
Can I ask you a question?
Tell me.
Where the footage from the hallway?
Yo, everybody keep asking that question. Shout out to Dr. Uman Johnson, man. If y'all haven't checked out We Unlock Nation, make sure y'all go check out We Unlock Nation. He is somebody that, you know, brings awareness to a lot of the stuff that Dr. Umar Johnson, you know, does. So I appreciate him for showing me a different side of Dr. Umar Johnson, because everybody always wants to show, you know, the bad side, or, you know, the mistakes that he made, or, you know, pinpoint something out. So I like the fact that, you know, We Unlock Nation, he's neutral. He cuts it down the middle, right? Like, I appreciate him for that.
With the footage from the hallway. Why we never saw the footage from the hallway? You know why? Because whoever had Whitney Houston murdered had enough power to make that footage disappear.
But kill Whitney for what though?
That's what I was gonna ask though. What she was fighting for?
I'm gonna tell you what I think she was fighting for.
Cut her.
What do all entertainers do when they run out of money?
So they masters publishing.
What's the first thing they start looking at?
They publishing, they masters.
Yes. Their masters,
yes.
And all the royalties that I never got.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
So Whitney Houston broke the Beatles record.
Yes.
Whitney Houston broke Elvis's record.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston is the only black artist ever, not even Michael Jackson, to have 3 certified diamond albums. I Will Always Love You is the highest selling female song in world history. You understand me? Is she broke?
Fact.
Whitney was worth a lot. Her net worth was worth a lot.
I ain't never heard.
Whitney was going to order an audit on her publishing, her royalties, her masters. And there's somebody who couldn't afford that to happen. And that's why Whitney not here. Yeah.
Real shit.
And isn't it ironic that Whitney Houston dies the same way that Jimi Hendrix dies?
Damn.
In a tub, in a hotel, allegedly from drugs. And we know why Jimi Hendrix was murdered, the greatest guitarist of all time, because Jimi Hendrix wanted to finance the black.
Damn, Umar, I got a question. Was Ray J present when Jimi Hendrix died? I'm sorry. I'm just a little curious, because he was allegedly present when Whitney died.
Panther Party, but he didn't know that his agent, his manager, was an MI6 British intelligence agent.
What?
Damn.
Oh shit! An MI6 intelligence. Ooh.
Damn, they gonna have you mapped out.
And Prince was murdered because Prince didn't want to sell his unpublished music to Warner Brothers. And Michael Jackson was murdered because he didn't want to sell the Beatles catalog back to Sony Records.
Facts, Commander, facts.
What you want to ask for?
And R. Kelly went to jail because Sony Records wanted his catalog.
Yeah.
R. Kelly is not in jail for pedophilia, although that's wrong and he should be if he's guilty. But
facts. If they listen, they should have. That's why I'm curious. Like the first times these people came across these cases, right? Why wasn't they charged with these cases the first time? After these people start fighting for, you know, I guess their rights and stuff like that. I'm gonna say it like that, right? Because when they're fighting for, you know, their label and all the stuff that they're trying to steal from them, they fighting, right? It's when they come and they get attacked and they're called pedos and they're called, you know, killers and drug dealers and all this stuff. But y'all already knew this. But now y'all want to sit here and charge these people with this. There's an agenda behind everything. And like I said, listen, man, I wouldn't put past nothing by nobody.
That ain't why he there. White folks been knew he was doing what he was doing. R. Kelly didn't go to jail till R. Kelly start questioning control of his masters. Bill Cosby goes to jail because the second largest oil company in the world wanted to drill under his home in Massachusetts and he wouldn't let him. And the reason they brought up the lawsuit with the ugly old white women is to financially bankrupt Bill Cosby. So he got to sell the house and the oil company gets the oil.
He didn't have to be that mean. These are the ugly old lady, white ladies. Yo, I'm sitting here like, damn. But he's speaking some facts, yo. Nobody could deny this. And what's crazy is nobody's going to talk about it because the media doesn't talk about it. Ex Brandy, what the no? See, listen, I'm not the only one. As soon as they say Whitney, I mean, Ray J comes to my head. Like, Ray J knows something. Ex Brandy what the note said that she gave her before she died. I want to know what that note says. Ever since I reacted to, how they, when they was breaking down how Whitney, passed, I've been asking, what is in that note? Brandy, when you come find your brother and you come, all the people that's, threatening him, can we know what the note says? Please. Pretty please. And Whitney Houston was recorded, and I quoted, "I don't get in hotel tubs." Oh shit! How she end up in a tub for somebody? Listen, I don't like hotel tubs either. You have to sit here and sanitize the joint before you even get in that joint. I don't care how many cleaning ladies or cleaning men come in and clean them tubs. You still gotta go in there with some Lysol, with some antibacterial solutions, and disinfect that John, man, for real, for real. Knowledge is power. I could listen to him talk all day. Oh, okay. She likes Dr. Umar Johnson. They did her daughter the same way, shaking my head. And it's true, Commander just said that, the comments right there. Like, her daughter died in the tub. So I think her daughter knew something too. Ray J and Clyde Davis dismissed Miss Whitney Houston. Ray J. Was Ray J there when Prince and all this was happening? Huh? Ray J is Ray J, we need to talk. All right. So when you done beefing with Diddy's sons, we need to holler at you over here on social media. You over there claiming to be a barb, but you got some explaining to do, buddy. Let's move on to the next topic. Let us shorty know what y'all think in the comments down below.
Stupid, bro. You see Kanye 6 feet tall and then you see him small. You
I
better
remember this
catch
video.
the small nigga, give him a hug, man, because he been through a lot of shit to be in that body. He was just trying to eat that day. he finally got his shit back, and that's what the real Kanye be in a real fucking place, chilling, eating, no security. That's Kanye. He got his shit back, and because he got his shit back, the fake Kanye filmed him and was like, "Oh, this ain't Kanye. Look at him." It's basically what he was saying, bro. It is like, yo, man, Kanye hops out of fucking $1 million cars, bro, and stands there and takes pictures, and then hops in the car and leaves.
I mean, the man admitted that he got clones. So whenever you see a Kanye out there, don't listen. You don't know. Kevin Gates got clones. Shit, Kevin Gates says it in his songs. He said it in interviews. Like, hey, listen, man. The clone is arrested while that man over there living good in Guadalajara or Venezuela and wherever you can go and they won't reach him. Shit, probably in the island somewhere. Listen, don't get me to lie. But they all admitted to having clones from Eminem on up down. Will Smith showed everybody on a I think it was on a commercial or some shit like that, an ad. They all got
Kanye
clones.
goes and gives bags away, bro. Like he was giving Louis bags away out there in New York, bro. He's a thoroughbred. He's a real nigga, bro. He ain't no dope dealer. He's a producer. He's a real fucking artist. That's the real Kanye. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking at this nigga with the space shoes,
and he's always dressed like it's winter.
Yo, man, what the fuck? And then he got the space shoes on. What are you doing? Getting us ready for the infiltration? You want aliens down here? That's what they doing on Mars.
Yo, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. When Kanye got them space shoes on, right, he kind of reminds me of the male version of the Spice Girls. I mean, I'm sorry, he's like a little animated. If you want to be my lover.
Wearing shoes like that. And they don't want y'all to motherfucking know it. They're wearing shoes like that on Mars and shit. DEFCON owns Mars. Yeah. So DEFCON owns Mars. And this motherfucker, he's trying to give us a little.
I don't know if y'all been watching me for a while, right? Somebody broke it down, right? Shout out to TikTok. Right? The bull really went in some deep research, yo. And I showed a clip of one of his videos, right? Where he showed that, that due to the cameras and filters and all that stuff that they have, right? And they've had it, CGIs and all that for a while. right? They was showing us like if the astronauts was going on Mars and all that, when Mars is somewhere around here. Like Mars is around us. It's in a country. So I forgot where it was, man. I got the video up on uploaded here. I'm not sure if it's. I don't think it's in my shorts. No, it's like a 5-minute video, and I think is it damn. What is it? I gotta look it up. But I uploaded the video where the bull breaks down that Mars is not what we told Mars was, and it's crazy how NASA makes these things look like they're out there in space and stuff like that. And like I said, once again, they've already exposed how they showed people on the moon. Basically, they do it through water and stuff like that. I'm sitting here, this shit is crazy. But hey, if you still believe that the first man went to the moon and he was able to hold a camera and take pictures of himself while he was planting the flag up there and stuff like that, hey, be my guest. All right.
A bit of his flavor, and we walking around in big clunker ass shoes, not knowing that we're getting ready for infiltration.
What
it's
infiltration?
Not a war no more, motherfucker. It's infiltration. It's your family. It's your mama. It's your daddy. It's your this. It's your that. It's your that. The world damn near done ended, and motherfuckers is sitting here acting like it's all the same. Cause of DEFCON. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we love that little Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Sitting out there eating in a restaurant.
He making it seem like we live in an episode of the movie Tekken. What the hell?
I got my daddy's brain. Stupid, bro.
He said he got his daddy's brain. Kanye said if I go missing and come back, it's not me. Everyone, Orlando Brown isn't crazy. Thought he was crazy until I found out a lot of Disney stars are under my Ultra. Why did they spell stuff like that? My Ultra watch inside job on Netflix. I'm convinced that Orlando Brown is Cat Williams. Sounds like him, talk like him, even act like him. They look very different. No. Is noticeable about the height difference with Kanye. Yeah, you could tell that. People don't notice that shit, man. You could tell that his clone is out there. He be out there chilling sometimes while his clone is doing everything. He is currently dating a model who goes to 6 feet. He's only like 5'3", real Kanye, yet in pictures, he are the same height. That's a clone. Hey, shit. Clones are like humans, though. Shit, they got needs, too. Shit. Kanye not gonna show himself, then his clone is. Fuck it. His clone gonna go out there and get the shorties and everything. Please pay attention to what this lady is doing, and y'all still refuse to believe we are living in the last days. This seriously did it for me. I'm done. Please, please, please pray over every item y'all are buying from these grocery stores. Demons are everywhere. What is she doing?
Thank you.
I'm confused. Oh, she's doing witchcraft. What the fuck? She had the little cross over the meats or whatever, the little pendant, chain, something. She was doing witchcraft on the meats. What in the? I was like, what is he trying to show us?
Thank you.
I wish I could slow it down. She gonna grab the chain again, the pendant. Right there. Y'all not gonna be able to see it. I wish I could slow right there. She's right there. What she's holding is like a pendant, or I don't know what it is. Let me come to the comments. It's a pendant. Please be quiet if you don't know what you talking about as being black. She's not cursing it. She's using her spiritual tool to ask. Okay. I gotta come to the comments. She's doing the exact opposite. She's checking the energy of her meat before. Okay. Woo! I was gonna say, damn. Do you record people when you see someone going to church or reading the Bible? I don't understand why you can't respect other people's beliefs. I mean, she could also be cursing it too. But I don't know. Y'all saying it's a pendant. This is not witchcraft. She did not curse the salmon. She used a pendant to choose the right salmon herself for herself. Huh? She's using a pendant. Nothing evil about that. Okay. It's called dowsing by using a pendulum and her higher self to check the negative. I gotta ask the word. Where is the word at? You know what? I don't know if Commander could get this video. All right, I'm gonna leave it in the chat. Hopefully, Commander can grab that video and send that John to Word, right? Because Word need to do a reaction to that. I mean, he really needs to do a reaction to that video. I need to understand. Is it really that she's, trying to choose her own meat using the pendant? Is it something spiritual or is this something demonic? I don't know. Oh, she still got the little pendant swinging. So I'm guessing wherever the pendant stops, that's the meat she chooses. If it's like that, so she puts the pendant there and it'll go boom and it'll swirl, go in circles, and then when it stops in a steady, whatever, whichever meat the pendant is pointing to, I guess that's the meat she's picking. I guess.
Stop drinking the alkaline water.
Oh yeah, we've seen this already. Hold on.
Have you heard about the strange links between all the U.S. presidents? From distant cousins to shared ancestors.
All right, we can watch this because I'm like, damn, we seen that don't drink the arc line.
Have you heard about the strange links between all the U.S. presidents? From distant cousins to shared ancestors, there are some truly mysterious connections that span the entire history of the United States. Let's start with the most obvious ones, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. They may have been born more than 70 years apart, but they share an ancestor in common, Samuel Lincoln, who was George Washington's fifth great-grandfather, and Abraham Lincoln's fourth great-grandfather. It's a strange link that shows just how interconnected history can be, but it doesn't stop there. Did you know that Franklin D. Roosevelt was related to 11 other U.S. presidents? That's right. He was a distant cousin to the likes of John Adams, James Madison, Martin Van Buren, and even his own wife's uncle, Theodore Roosevelt. Talk about keeping it in the family. And if you think that's impressive, consider this. James Madison and Zachary Taylor were also related. They were second cousins, once removed. And John F. Kennedy was related to both Franklin D. Roosevelt and Abraham Lincoln. It seems that family ties really do run deep in U.S. politics. But it's not just blood relations that link these presidents together. Did you know?
That's how Trump made it into the presidency, I think, because he's also related to, I think, Abraham Lincoln, if I'm not mistaken, or one of them.
Know that Bill Clinton was actually a distant cousin of both George W. Bush and Barack Obama? It's true.
Wow.
They're all related through a common ancestor, John of Gaunt, who lived in the 14th century. So what does all this mean? Well, it certainly makes you wonder about the power of genetics and the strange ways in which history can bring people together. And who knows, maybe one day we'll have a president who's
Ooh, why they got Trump like that? He looks scary.
It's a strange thought, but in a country as vast and diverse as the United States, anything is possible. Have you heard about the strange...
That's crazy. It's a big club. The bloodlines of the fallen angels, they all serve Rothschilds. Nothing new. You're wrong for the pictures of Lincoln and Trump. Have you heard about most of their blood types were the same, O negative RH, same as the royals, aka blue bloods. Mine is as well. Oh wow, all crooks who are nothing in. But you know what's crazy? That's my mom's blood type. Oh, negative. Wow. Y'all got my mama's blood type. But I'm an A positive. So I don't know how that works. I ended up being a A positive. She's an O negative though.
I think you're telling us that you don't disagree with the 85,000.
What's this? What the fuck? Please tell the American people how you lose 85,000 innocent children. We're all listening. Oh, I remember this. I don't know if you remember this. This happened like 2 years ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken. They lost 85,000 children. How in the world do they not know what happened to 85,000 children?
I think you're telling us that you don't disagree with the 85,000 number of children that we lost contact with. I'm not saying you lost them. So we lost contact with them. We don't know where those kids are. Is that fair to say?
We attempt to make a safety and well-being.
I understand that. Let's get to the point here. Let's just answer the direct question. When you made the call, you didn't get a response. Your letter tells me that you usually make 3 calls. You got no response in any of those 3 calls in 85,000 kids. Is that right?
In 81% of the calls, we are.
You lost 80. You didn't have contact with more than 85,000 kids. Is that fair to say? Is that right? I mean, just yes or no. We're not saying what's your percentage. 85,000 children.
How in the world does the government not know what happened to 85,000 children? She knows exactly where those kids are. 85,000 children. We know where they at. And these are the same people making laws against parents who stand up for their children. Amen. Amen. Whoever said that is saying the same shit I've been saying. But we, the people, are not sitting here fighting the legislators. We're not. Every 2 years when we don't go vote, right, and put somebody in office, they automatically put whoever they want in office. But people gather together, crowd up, fight, beat each other over, kill each other. You know, families get split when it's time for the presidential election. Doesn't it make you wonder? 85,000 children, and these are the same people making laws against parents who stand up for their children. And we searching the ocean floor for 5 people. Unbelievable. And that's when the submarine sunk. This is scary. So in the process of while they was having us entertained, right, trying to figure out what happened to the people in the submarine and all that stuff, all of this stuff was happening underneath our noses. At the same time, they passed a couple laws. For example, the fake meats that are in our markets. Like, I don't know if y'all woke. I don't know if y'all sleep. But for those that are asleep, I think y'all need to stay in bed. Because y'all woke, y'all just don't care.
The Bible is called the greatest story ever told.
This is what? The book of Revelations? Oh, so they're going to talk about the book of Revelations. Let's listen.
The Bible is called the greatest story ever told. The greatest story, not the greatest collection of facts, not the most paramount document on earth, the greatest story ever told. It's a story. One must know how to read the symbols and the emblems and the terms. And that is why
the symbols in the Bible
symbols
too
are in the Bible everywhere. I mean, did you know, for instance, that the book of Revelation was not written by Christians? The book of Revelation was around for at least 500 years before Christianity ever came into existence. The book of Revelation was already in circulation. No John ever wrote the book of Revelation. His name was Ion, I-O-N, from the Ionian Sea. And when in Latin, when you change I's to J, it becomes J-O-N. But in the English, it becomes J-O-H-N. So today we're told that John wrote the book of Revelation. No such John ever wrote the book of Revelation. It was written 500 years before Christ was ever born.
Oh,
wow.
This is just, you know, earth-shaking.
Wait till the real truth comes out about religion and politics in America.
So John never wrote the book of Revelations because it was written 500 years. Whoa. Before Christ was even born. It's not only a story, it's brainwashing. Dude, I mean, that's why I keep telling people, man, I use the Bible as a guidance, right? And once again, history. The Bible and the history books go hand in hand, whether y'all like it or not. The book of Enoch was taken out from the Bible, and the book of Enoch is also in the history books. So it's kind of like, people be like, how you? Because I like reading. Like if the TV was to go off, we had no internet, I would have books for days to sit here and entertain my brain. For real, for real. I like reading. Before the internet and all this stuff came, like before the laptops, the smartphones came out as a teenager. That's why I say, look, listen, man, a lot of us, my era, I call us cyborgs. Our kids are straight up AIs. For real, for real. Like they could work these machines like there's no tomorrow. I was a hybrid. I was, I was in between. I was able to go out there. I enjoyed riding bikes. I was in Girl Scouts. You see where I'm coming from? I went to different programs. I wasn't into cell phones until I didn't turn maybe like, so you know what's crazy? I wasn't into cell phones like that, even though I had a cell phone. I went from the flip phone to, I actually went from the flip phone to Boost. I don't know if y'all remember the Boost, the walkie-talkies, pay as you go. I wasn't really into the technology like that until after I had my first son. So I'm maybe 20, 21 years old is when I really started getting into computers. But all this stuff was out when I was a teenager. But because I was so entertained outside, technology didn't draw my attention. And it still doesn't. Because I could sit here, right? And if my baby pop says, let's watch a movie, I could say, screw YouTube, screw everything else. And I sit and watch movies with him all day. For real, for real. Blessings, Salaya Banja. Wasn't you here early? No, you wasn't. Blessings, how you doing? Welcome to the live. My bad. Blessings, welcome. My bad. I just noticed that you, I don't know if you've been here for a minute or what, but I just checked the chat. But yeah, man, we need to wake up, right? We need to wake up and smell the coffee and realize that what we have been told is not the complete truth. The oldest Bible is in Ethiopia. Oh, yeah, and that's true. I believe the word of God. Exactly. It's a story altered over centuries to fit the narrative. And I don't think a lot of people have figured that part out. So shout out to the word, man. And I'm going to keep saying it every time I'm live. And listen, I don't care who doesn't like it. I don't care who has a problem with it, man. The word is somebody y'all need to go check out, man. He breaks all this stuff down like if you was in kindergarten, man. I got to give this man his roses while he's still alive. Like, at the end of the day, I like the fact that he is somebody that has patience with a lot of us that are out here that is crazy and shout out on social media, man. Because a lot of people, sit here and try to bring people down. They have knowledge of this. But because they think they know everything, shit. Shout out to the word, man, for being a patient ass man on the social media. For real. Oh, yeah. See, I'm mixing shit up. I think it's almost time for me to go to bed. I got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm only going to have maybe like a 2-hour nap, if you say. I've been on this show 1 hour, 24 minutes. Yeah, we're going to play 2 more videos, and we're going to end this live. Shout out to this, y'all, but I appreciate everybody on here, man. But make sure y'all go check out the word. Y'all have got to go check him out, man. He talks about everything from the chakra, from the spirits, everything. He'll break it down to y'all. Hold on 1 second. I see that, baby. Hold on 1 second. It says how melanated men are wrongfully incarcerated. The war against Jacob is real out here. Stay safe, my people. Oh, okay. I don't. It won't get any easy for us out here in these streets. Wake up, Joshua Har. So I don't know who this is, but shout out to this person, Jack Cry Malikia. I hope I said it right. Jack Cry Malikia is who uploaded this video. Let's see. So let's see what they're talking about. It's a 5-minute video. TikTok, don't play with me today, man. I hit the play button.
Melanated men are wrongfully incarcerated.
I don't have any makeup on under my eyes right now, but I am wearing my contacts and have a nice shiny bald head. The other things that are really new are these. As you can see, they really match the color of the mask very well, you can really get away with it. They look really great. They are pretty high. As you can see, they almost go to the elbow.
So the other day, I was casually scrolling through Instagram when I stumbled on these realistic, lifelike silicone masks.
Oh, shit.
I thought, wow.
Isn't that the bull from Breaking Bad? Somebody made a mask that looked like
These
him.
are pretty cool until I saw some black ones. Now, of course, the black ones are pretty cool too and lifelike. But when I Googled them and watched a few videos about them, I was shocked at how realistic these masks really were. I mean, the hair, the stubble, it's unreal. Or should I say, a bit too real. Now,
yeah, but I think you could tell when somebody's wearing one of these masks. Because one thing I've noticed is their face be so stiff. And their mouth doesn't move like mine and yours. So it's kind of like I'm starting to be able to tell, unless they could find a mask that could, stick to your skin like the mask.
of course, as an innocent product for movie sets or for Halloween costumes or whatnot, these are great. Except the price tag also reflects how lifelike they are. At anywhere between $500 to $2,000 up, they're not cheap at all. So what's the problem? Well, there were a few cases of crimes being committed in blackface with just makeup on, and also a few with the perpetrators wearing these silicone masks. Yeah, here's where the problem starts. On October 2nd, 2020, Andrew Charles Beard, a white man, shot and repeatedly stabbed the mother of his daughter, Alyssa Burkett, in front of her workplace in Carrollton, Texas. Her colleagues who witnessed and observed the murder through their office windows told the police a black man dressed in all black walked up to the driver's side of Alyssa Burkett's car. Two bystanders on the street also described the shooter as a black man. Upon investigating the murder, police decided to search Andrew Beard's home and car, as previously, Alyssa Burkett had made many complaints against Beard, stating she feared for her life. While searching the home and car of Andrew Beard, police found dark-colored hair, a dark-colored prosthetic beard, dark brown foundation, and burned makeup wipes with brown residue. In 2018, a white man put on black makeup and robbed a casino in Las Vegas at gunpoint for over $23,000.
That's crazy, and it looks real. Holy crap.
The cashier told police that she didn't think he was black because his skin tone was off and blotchy. But the only reason he was caught was because an anonymous tipster told investigators that Cameron Kennedy had robbed the casino, and phone records placed Kennedy at the scene of the crime. But had Cameron Kennedy used a realistic silicone mask, maybe the cashier would have not been able to tell that he was wearing makeup, and he'd most likely have gotten away with it. It probably would have helped if he didn't open his mouth and tell people close to him that he robbed the casino. What an idiot. Of course, this is nothing new. In 2010, a Polish man named Konrad Jedorak bought a very realistic-looking black silicone.
He say a policeman? Even the cops are doing it?
Silicone mask, which he used to successfully rob 4 banks, a credit union, and a CVS pharmacy in Cincinnati, Ohio. Police arrested an African-American man who'd been picked out of a photo lineup by several of the victims and identified by his own mother, who thought she recognized her son in a bank surveillance photo shown on TV. Wow. It turns out this actual black man just really looked like the mask. Crazy, right? Luckily for the innocent black.
Yo, that's crazy that your own mama thought that it was you, and she couldn't tell the difference between a fake mask on somebody's face and her own son. Yo, I wouldn't have said nothing and spoke to my son, then spoke to the cops. Wow. It's like, I don't know. We talked about it, right? We reacted to a video. I'm not sure which one of the TikTok reviews and reactions I was on that we did, but y'all can catch the replays. There's this app out where, if you have a photo on social media and stuff like that, anybody can grab that photo, right, and make it seem like you committed a crime somewhere else. Like you could be chilling in the movie theater with your girl or with your man, right? And, you get an alert on your phone, right, saying that, this person had committed this crime. And when you're looking at it, it looks like you're actually committing the crime, but it's not you. And what's crazy is they got this movie called Afraid on Netflix, right? that actually shows what the app is capable of doing. They went from the mask to the apps. Yo, time is flying by fast because this was what, 2018? He mentioned 2017, 2020. Holy crap. I mean, 2021, my bad. We're in 2024 and they already got these apps. That's why I said I'm deactivating my Facebook. I'm making sure that I delete all the pictures first. Then I'm deactivating that, John. Same thing with Insta. You know what? I can't even get rid of my Instagram because I do business on it. But any personal picture. But the crazy part is, can they use videos? Huh. But let's watch this. My bad. I was getting off topic.
Black man, Conrad was arrested when his girlfriend called police after seeing reports of the robberies and finding 2 masks and money stained by dye. Even in the UK, jewelry robbers used silicone masks to steal over 40 million pounds, which is around $52 million.
Yo, they're even doing this in the UK. The boy stole 40 pounds, which equals to $52 million. Damn. It don't matter where you at.
Worth of jewelry. The same situation, except they went to a makeup artist to have the silicone masks made.
Facts.
The only reason they were caught was because the makeup artist happened to recognize their work when the CCTV footage was played on the news. Just imagine you're a criminal.
Shout out to Commander. Shout out to Commander because, hey, listen, man, she feelings them empty, them empty thoughts that I be having.
That wants to commit a robbery, a scam, or even murder and get away with it. These masks will be perfect. You put on a real life mask, which can fool most people from a distance and definitely fool CCTV, as long as they were to leave no DNA at the scene and the only incriminating evidence is CCTV footage or an eyewitness. The police wouldn't be looking for a white or Asian person, but a black person.
That's fucked
and
up.
You know that it would not be difficult for the police to find a man or a woman that fits the description given by the eyewitnesses or even by the CCTV. Also, when a victim of crime sees someone that even looks remotely like the perpetrator presented to them by the police, they're going to say, yes, that's them. It was definitely him, especially if it looks like the person they thought they saw. And for those of you thinking, well, that's fine because cops.
Screw that. Because it's a hurt piece when it's your mama pointing you out in front of the cops. That's my son. That's my son. They definitely know it's you. That's a hurt piece. Like, damn, mama, you snitched on me. I know you wasn't trying, but damn, mama, how you gonna snitch on me like that? That's a hurt piece.
Kill unarmed black men, so they'll get what they deserve. Well, these people wouldn't be using these masks to commit a crime and then keep the masks on while they leave the scene of the crime. No, that would be counterconducive to their entire purpose. They want to commit a crime disguised as a black person and then leave the scene of the crime and quickly take off the mask so they're no longer a target. Picture them running out of the bank and then getting in a getaway car, taking off the mask and then dumping the car. They'll never be a target for the police because the police will be.
How melanated men are wrongfully incarcerated.
Right now.
You're just gonna cut the video off like that, huh? That's some disrespectful. That's real disrespectful to do, okay? I can't get, listen, man, the hood can't come up while we live, all right? I be trying for the hood not to come out of me, all right? Welcome to Philly, baby. But I can't bring the Philly out, yo. I gotta be watching that shit in the events too. When I be going to these meetings and all that, I be extra cautious. I know there's something coming up, and I need to take my shorty to it. And I think it's on the 20th. They're gonna have like a little party. I'm definitely gonna take my baby.
Party? You say party, Dad?
Yeah, on the 20th.
I have party. The 20th, I got school and I have pajama day.
I know, but it's gonna be after that at 5 o'clock.
Oh, 5 o'clock?
Yeah, they need to track everyone that buys this stuff. They are obsessed with us. Government wearing these. I mean, he mentioned an officer wearing this mask. Wake up, people. They've been using these masks to lock up our men. Also, who face are they mimicking these masks from? Oh, that's true. They think our palms are brown too. I think that's what the police do to start gang wars in the hood too. I'm tired. Who is he fooling? Our palms aren't that color and the skin looks off. Whew. It's some crazy shit out here. But let's watch the last video, y'all. And I will see y'all after I drop my daughter off from school. And we'll be reviewing and reacting to the Luigi Mangoli case and the copycat along with the Blue Beam Project.
How would you blokes like to make some real money?
Look at Pinocchio.
Well, and who do we have to, No, nothing like that. You see? I'm collecting stupid little boys. Stupid little boys, you know, the disobedient ones what play hooky from school. And I takes them to Pleasure Island. Pleasure Island. Pleasure Island? But the law, suppose they... No, there's no risk. They never come back. As boys.
So how old were you when you discovered Pinocchio was about child trafficking?
I've been seeing a lot of videos like that, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I don't think Pinocchio is the scariest cartoon I've ever watched, but as I got older, watching these videos, especially now on TikTok, though, they break them down, it gets me to think, could it have been trafficking? Was Pinocchio really a puppet? I don't think he was a puppet. I think he was an actual little boy that thought he was grown at one point, wanted to help his daddy, thought he was doing something. And in the process, they kept his ass. It's like, I swear that Donkey is one of the donkeys from Pinocchio. Donkey was a little boy at one point. I mean, somehow, some way, these cartoons are connected. But I didn't know as a kid that any of this had to do with trafficking. How was I supposed to know as a kid that this had to do with trafficking? But they taking them to Pleasure Island and they don't come back as boys? What the fuck they come back as? But anyways, on that note, what did we just watch? Listen, my childhood's been ruined for the longest. Like, I'm grown now, and I've learned that all the kids that, entertained us when we were kids were living hell while they was entertaining us. They was making our world happy while their world was upside down. Like, wow. But it gets you to think, though, Pleasure Island? Was they exposing Diddy and them when they came out with Pinocchio? I mean, was they exposing Clyde Davis? Were they telling us, is Pinocchio Diddy? Listen. Okay, that's it. Because now I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking it. Listen, Rachel, don't get like Jaguar right now. You need the board. It's only parliamentary, my dear Sherlock Holmes. Man, until next time, this y'all Shorty Rachel. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble morning. Continue to have a blessed and humble day. Man, I hope y'all enjoy the stream. And if you enjoyed the stream, smash that like button for a shorty, man. Share the video if y'all want to, man. The dislike button right there for those that didn't enjoy it. But, man, a shorty got to go. I will see y'all in like around maybe 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock maybe. I will say 10 o'clock. And so that we could react to the Luigi Mangoli and the copycat along with the Blue Beam Project. My bad. So, man, good night, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream, man. Blessings, young Riaz. I'll see you later on, man. I appreciate everybody that's rocked out with me, man. Y'all didn't have to be here. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all chose to sit here and rock out with a shorty, man. I appreciate y'all. Till next time, a shorty out.